Everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I posted, but I wanted to show you a few updates in my garden and walk around and show you what the garden is doing today. It's the end of October, almost Halloween in a day, and it's really an exciting time to kind of start I wouldn't say putting the garden to bed, because I don't really do much with my garden to kind of clean up in the fall, but it's nice to kind of see things changing, and I find a lot of beauty in plants as they are dying slowly, changing colors, looking beautiful, the seed heads changing colors, and it's really beautiful to see different things in the garden that are surprising. New blooms, like look at this beautiful rose. This is wild blue, yonder rose. Just really lovely to see all the fall colors. But what's really exciting is that in the last couple of weeks I've been able to work on this little boulevard garden and add a few new plants here. So I have a large boulevard garden in the front of my house. It's not really a garden yet, but it's slowly transforming to become a garden. I have a large boulevard, I have a corner house, so lots of space here and lots of foot traffic here. A lot of people walk by this area, and it's really has been wonderful to add bigger gardens in this space and get more people to walk by here. I've communicated with a lot of people, and it's just been awesome to kind of have more plants, and I enjoy working in the front of my garden. So I added this little strip in summer, but then I also added another strip on this side. So as you can see, I haven't fully done the boulevard yet. I've done, I would say, half of the boulevard, and I've left the space in the middle here because I do want to think about access from the road. If people are parking on the road to get off on the curb, I need to create some areas for people to just walk on this boulevard. But slowly I'm starting to change this into a garden. I added a few new plants over here, and primarily the plants I added were for winter, summer and fall interest, and mainly shrubs, because I want this to be more low maintenance. I added a bunch of shrubs in here that I got on fall clearance, and I think they are going to be really beautiful next year once they fill in. So just wanted to show you some new shrubs that I've added here. I've added some Hypericum. This is I think it's called Allure Purple, and it's got beautiful dark leaves, and it's a hybrid St. John's wort, and it's going to have beautiful yellow flowers, and it's going to stay about 3 feet by 3 feet, and I think it's pretty good size already here. Hardiness is up to zone 5. It may die back to the ground and regrow from the ground again. I'm not sure. We'll see how this one does. And I have 3 of these that I planted at the edge over here, and I also planted a coneflower here, and I have 3 Arctic fire dogwoods that I planted here because I think they will look stunning for winter interest, because this is something I'm constantly looking at from my front window. So I think having these fiery red stems here throughout winter would be amazing. So there is one there is one here, and there is one here. So the Arctic fire red twig dogwood is a proven winter shrub. It gets about 4 to 5 feet tall and wide. It can get taller as well if needed, and it has beautiful white flowers in the spring, and then it's going to have nice foliage, burgundy foliage, and really bright red stems in the winter. So excited about that. And I also added a couple of double play Doozie Spireas here. These are beautiful. They have really nice foliage in the spring. I do have them in other parts of my garden. They have this beautiful burgundy foliage, aging to to a nice green, and then it has beautiful bright pink flowers, and it's supposed to rebloom throughout summer, although in my experience the next flush of flowers isn't as prolific, and it's seedless, so it keeps blooming according to the tag. But I think it needs to mature in my garden for it to get there. But for now, the other ones that I have, which are about 3 years old, don't do that yet. And then the other two are also Spireas. These are the I think double play Big Bang. So these again have a nice orange colored foliage in the spring, and then also really big and bright pink blooms as well. And similar to double play, they are going to reflush if you deadhead them. They should reflush. And then I also have a couple of beautiful mountain hydrangeas. These are Tough Stuff Red hydrangeas. Again, these are mountain hydrangeas, serrata types, and these will get about 3 feet tall and wide as well, and they bloom on both old and new wood. So I'm really excited to see how these are going to do in the garden. And then what I have at the bottom here are 3 Fizzy Mizzy Iteas. So these do well in shade or sun, and they get this beautiful fall color and foliage on it, and that's primarily the reason why I put them here. And also get these beautiful long flowers in the spring. They are white in color, and those would look amazing here as well with all the fall color. And in the back here, I added 3 of these Legend of the Fall Fothergillas. So these are beautiful bottle brush plants with amazing fall color. Will get about 4 feet tall and wide, and have beautiful bottle brush blooms in the spring, and then it's going to turn these beautiful shades of orange, purple, and red in the fall, and that is going to look stunning here because it's going to create such a beautiful vista. So those are the shrubs that I've added in this boulevard garden. So this is the start, and I also added a few perennials. This is not like, you know, just a few that I had a couple of hellebores. These are red wine hellebores. I also have neon sedums that I added here, and just one little bee balm that's over here. I think this is coral pink bee balm. So that's what's been added to my boulevard garden, and it's an exciting change for me. I'm excited about what this does next year. So I pretty much planted these plants where I dug holes, planted them, and then I have put cardboard and mulch on top. So this soil should be ready to plant next year, and it should the grass should all die off. This soil here is pretty old. It's full of microorganisms and a lot of life in this soil, so it's really good soil. So I'm confident that these plants are going to do well in this spot. So yeah, so this is the little change in my garden over the last little while that I've been working on. And other than that, the front garden is doing really well. There are some blooms here. There is some gaillardia, there's salvia, lots and lots of beautiful fall color, and it's just looking really pretty in the garden. I thought I would share an update about what's happening in my front garden and show you. I also have a beautiful miscanthus here that I planted earlier. This is Morning Light, and I wanted to show you the colors on it. Isn't that gorgeous? It's so beautiful. I also have Standing Ovation blue stem, which is turning a beautiful fall color as well. And there's hydrangeas in the back that are changing color, and I always love the colors that my smoke bush tree turns into at this time of the year. I just love the stunning colors it has. And here is the beautiful color on the double play Doozie Spirea. This is one of the older ones that I have in my garden, and more color on my Night Clodier Villa, really looking beautiful. And also my Quickfire Hydrangea has turned a beautiful color in the back there. I can't wait for that one to get taller, and it's going to have so much more presence in the garden. So just beautiful, absolutely stunning. At this time of the year, the colors are looking fabulous. The hydrangeas are looking fabulous. And I still have some surprise rose blooms in the garden. Still have gaillardia blooming. This is keeps blooming and it's looking gorgeous. Geranium roseanne is still blooming. Lots of beautiful hydrangeas. It's looking really, really beautiful in the at this time of the year. I'm really enjoying the garden, and I wanted to show you what it was doing. And here is another new plant that I've added. This is a native wine cup plant. It's supposed to sprawl and bloom. This beautiful wine cup blooms, and I'm really enjoying this plant in here as well. It's really, really pretty and vibrant. And this area has taken a bit of a transformation as well. This used to be my little rock garden area, but I have changed it to add more pollinator plants because it ties in a little bit better with the rest of my garden. And also, this part of the garden doesn't really stay very dry, so a lot of the plants were doing okay, but they weren't really like I noticed that a few of them did not make it. So I'm choosing to grow more pollinator plants here. So I've added some denim and lace Russian sage. I've added 3 of them, so these should be really beautiful next year. I've added a sea lavender plant, and I moved some coegeums over here, as well as I think that is nausea, which is thunderbolt nausea. So that's moved over there as well. And I think this area is going to be really beautiful next year. I also have a totally tangerine geum there that I planted, and I moved a couple of salvias in the back there as well. So this should really be colorful next year and really fill in. And also in the spring, it's going to be beautiful with the geum blooming a bright orange. So that's everything in the front garden. It's looking really, really colorful. There are still lots of things blooming, and I really haven't added any annuals in here. It's just whatever's left from the summer, and I think the garden is looking really, really nice. So I wanted to thank you all for joining me this morning, and I hope everyone is having a beautiful October. And wishing everyone a very, very happy Halloween, and I will catch you very soon in my next video. Thank you again for watching.